YouTube, what up, gang? You already know what's going down today. We finna work on the TC again. I told y'all in my last vlog, we pulling the engine, and that's the goal for today. At least get more than halfway through. But honestly, I would love to pull the engine today, get it prepped with the new one, sitting over there in the corner, get the new one thrown in tomorrow, top off the fluids, get the thing rolling. Let's get that started. I'm gonna start off by taking most of the plastics off, stuff like the air box, little random clips and brackets that go into the harness, take out the battery. Hopefully we don't have too many complications on this. Man, you know, working on cars, something always goes wrong. We gotta keep our hope up, right? Alright, gang, it's a new day right here. It started to rain, so I had to pack up early. I already had wrenched on it for a good couple hours. I had to get a fresh set of eyes on it too, man. I was getting a little confused because the way they had built this engine, or the way they have it laid in here, they made it where if you were to even like try to service it or do this and that to it, you'd either need special tools for it, or you got to pull the whole fucking engine just to like do certain things on it, like intake manifold, all this other shit. This is what I got so far. Everything that's pretty much connected to the chassis is disconnected. Got the radiator taken out, relocated my whole AC line so I don't have to like release the Freon to the atmosphere. I'm about 80% through. We get the motor mounts out, the axles, release that intake manifold, and just let it hang there, tilt the engine forward a little bit, and we should be on the way out. Oh yeah, here's the other engine right here, just sitting here. All right, man, the storm coming in, y'all. Again, getting rained out again, man. But at least I got some other stuff that's gonna help me like pull the engine out a little bit more. Started working on the intake manifold. Took off the exhaust manifold as well, just so I could wedge it forward and get the rest of it off. But yeah, man, we about to wrap it up right now, and in the next up and coming clips, that's when we're gonna, you know, do our best to pull the fucking engine and shit, because of this weather ain't helping nothing. Alright, gang, day 3. So had so many complications with this car, man. The hardest part so far are the axles. I hate axles. So I got the passenger side out pretty good, enough to, you know, to continue working on it and pulling the engine. So there's other things I had to take care of just to get that going. And I'll have to show you guys as soon as I get most of it out. Oh, matter of fact, you can kind of see the hole now underneath there where the rod went through the block. There's actually a piece of the rod laying right there. Loosened up my motor mount on the passenger side, removed the front motor mount completely. Underneath here, you can see axles out right there. It was a pain because this car, the intermediate shaft is connected to the passenger side axle, and the bracket that goes around it is what you need to remove to get it to slide out. Well, it's even harder on this side to get out just because there's no room to slide in any like pry bars in a really good angle. So I went to Lowe's. Hopefully it'll work. You know, one of these. All right. So hopefully that'll work. But in the meantime, I'll probably just start on a couple other things like the power steering pump and finish removing the rear transmission bracket, not transmission bracket, the rear motor mount, and work on other, like I said, work on other little stuff in the meantime, since I know the axle is going to be a bitch to get out. keep y'all posted, man. Hopefully I can pull this engine today and start transferring everything over to the new engine. Matter of fact, if anybody can tell me the difference between this head, says K27, versus the one on here says K25. I'm kind of thinking that this is a 2.5 liter and that's a 2.7. So that's just my theory. But I know already from the beginning this is actually a 2.4. So I don't know. Google ain't telling me shit. But yeah, hopefully we can pull that engine today, man. And get everything transferred over. Hopefully be able to drop the new engine today too. And start loading up on the fluids, man. Pick up a battery. I need to pick up a battery still. And some automatic transmission fluid. Alright, gang. So we have another problem. Axle nut socket is too short. Now I gotta go back to the store and find a deep socket. You can see it's really hitting the back of it. And you can look right here, it really stops. So another problem, gotta head back. Got the deep socket impact 1 in 3/16 actually converts to a little bit over 30 millimeters. It was like 30.1 something millimeter. Perfect fit, man. Here's the passenger side axle, and I was telling you guys about how they have the passenger side axle pretty much molded with the intermediate shaft, okay, which is retarded, and that's on both automatic and manual transmission Scion TC. See, it's like no way to take it apart unless you're like absolutely rebuilding, which these are toast anyways. The same thing with the driver's side, pretty toast. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it hanging there. It should not get in the way of anything, to be honest, because I can have somebody maneuver it from down here, or actually probably just leave it hanging until it gets all the way lifted up top and just maneuver it out, because there is room to go up from here like this, or just, since it's broken already, rip this whole shit off and get new axle. If the donor car's axles are pretty good compared to these, then I'll use the donor car axles for this car. If not, I'll fork out that little bit of change for brand new axles, which is no big deal either. Just killing me on wait time, that's it.